You know, I don't want to be that guy, but I predicted this in my Kashimo is not him video.
What's up, guys? It's Richard from US 101 back again with another video.
And in today's video, we want to do a review stroke prediction for what is going to happen next week and a review for the latest chapter 238. Now, before I start this review, I would like you guys to know that I predicted exactly what was going to happen in my Kashimo is not him. I knew that Gege was going to use Kashimo to kind of prop up Sukuna. I knew that Gege was going to use Kashimo to try to showcase Sukuna's new ability. And guys, there's something I want you to understand. Do you know that Sukuna has still not used this course technique since? So there is a big prediction at the end of this video, so I hope you do enjoy, because trust me, I think I know what Gege is trying to do, and if that's what he's trying to do, Gege might be one of the greatest mangaka out there. So this week's chapter starts up with Kashimo analyzing Sukuna's new form with his enhanced eyesight because of the new body transformation that Kashimo did. And one thing that Kashimo says is that Sukuna is completely perfect. And this is something that makes a lot of sense, because originally when I saw the design of Sukuna, there was always one question. I was like, why the extra arms? Why the extra eyes? I know that they were trying to be more accurate when it came to the lore aspect, that Sukuna had 4 arms, Sukuna had 2 faces. So I was like, maybe that was the reason. But Kashimo kind of broke it down for us to understand, and it actually makes sense when you think about it, that of course Sukuna has 4 arms, 2 for chanting, the other 2 for fighting. Sukuna has 2 mouths, 1 for trash talking, because that is one of Sukuna's ability apparently, and the other for chanting. And Sukuna has 4 eyes, which is just amazing at this point. So one thing we know for a fact is that Sukuna's current form is perfect, and this is another thing I want to emphasize on, because apparently it will look as though Sukuna got a huge power buff with this new form, because Kashimo goes for an attack, and you can see that Sukuna is seemingly not only countering, is sparing Kashimo, and is actually overpowering Kashimo. Now this is to show that Sukuna has definitely gotten a huge buff. And now there's another thing I want you guys to understand, is that Sukuna didn't use reverse course technique to get this new body. He used that reincarnation technique, and that means any brain damage he suffered with the battle with Gojo is therefore healed, right? So that means Sukuna can now do his domain expansion. At this point, Sukuna is in his peak, and we can see that Kashimo lunges towards Sukuna again. And this is something I love about this chapter. Sukuna uses his mouth in his tummy to chant the full incantation of Dismantle. And this is the first time I think we are actually seeing the full incantation. And Sukuna recites the full incantation for Dismantle. And we see that the Dismantle that Sukuna fires is the one that took out Gojo. And then Sukuna says that there was a fool trying to preach to him about love. Now we all know who that is. It's talking about Yorozu. And he says that she would have had a better chance trying to explain the concept of love to Kashimo or Gojo, because right now Sukuna knows what he is. Sukuna accepts what he is. And from the get-go of the series, we can see that Gojo was always trying to battle with his identity. Gojo always had somewhat of an identity crisis. And we can see that from the beginning of this battle, we also knew that Kashimo too had some sort of identity crisis, because immediately the battle started, he asked Sukuna all those questions, trying to more relate, trying to understand Sukuna's thought process. And Sukuna finally gives his answer to the original question Kashimo asked. And Sukuna says to Kashimo that it's because of his strength that he is loved and both respected. That those people that challenged him didn't do it out of hate, but they did it out of respect. And he said that is the only love Sukuna needs. Sukuna says that is the only love he respects. And to a point, I guess I understand where Sukuna is coming from. Sukuna already said it in this chapter. He is comfortable being the way he is. He does what he wants, destroys what he wants to destroy. He likes what he likes and he dislikes what he dislikes. So there is no need for him to bother about concept of love. He already knows himself. And that's something that I really respect Sukuna for, because at the end of the day, Sukuna is not this confused fellow that is trying to look for answers. Sukuna already knows what he is, and Sukuna accepts himself for what he is. And now we see that Sukuna destroys Kashimo with a web-based type of dismantle. And that is just sad, because I actually predicted that Kashimo was going to last 4 chapters, and I was somewhat proven wrong, because he actually lasted 3 chapters, and that's just sad. So now this is the theory I have going forward, and this is not a theory for the next issue. I'm saying this is a theory that I'm going to state going for the next few chapters that are going to come out. First things first, I believe that Yuji is going to lose this battle. I actually believe that Sukuna is going to take out about 80% of the cast of protagonists that we have. And now you're wondering that at the end of the day, if that happens, doesn't that mean that Sukuna has officially won? And I believe that Sukuna is going to actually win this war. What I actually think Gege is trying to set up is more of a time skip. Now, like I originally said, Yuji is definitely going to lose this battle if he continues the way he's going. I believe that Sukuna and Kenjaku are going to wipe out about 90%, or if not all of the characters, apart from probably Yuji and Yuta. Now, this is where the time skip is going to happen. I feel that because of a binding vow that is preventing Sukuna from actually ending Yuji's life, Sukuna is going to spare Yuji's life. Because you have to understand, Sukuna has had multiple opportunities of actually ending Yuji, but he still doesn't. And like I originally said, I still feel that it's because of a binding vow that he probably made with Kenjaku that is preventing him from actually destroying Yuji. Or probably Sukuna himself has other plans that we are not aware of for Yuji. So I believe that he's going to spare Yuji. And when he spares Yuji, Yuji is going to get his personal training. Yuji is going to adapt the whole hatred. This is going to completely change the character of Yuji. I believe that this will be the start of the time skip. And when the time skip officially starts, we are going to see a new era. The bad guys have won. This is when we're going to see a new version of Yuji. And that is what I feel is about to happen. I'm definitely gunning that the way things are going, a time skip is probably on its way. And when you think about it, this would actually make a lot of sense, because not only would this be a very good opportunity for Gege to introduce a new set of characters to the JJK world, because let's be honest with ourselves, with this current set, I do not believe they are strong enough to match the powerhouse that is Kenjaku and Sukuna. So right now we need new characters. Right now we need new people to stand up against Sukuna and Kenjaku. And I feel that this is going to be the perfect opportunity for Gege to introduce new characters to support Yuji, while also making Yuji master his course technique, while also making Yuji get a domain expansion and master it. And before you know it, Yuji will adapt the same mentality as Sukuna in order to defeat Sukuna. So like, this is what I feel is about to happen. So I'm pretty sure a time skip is definitely coming. And I'm pretty sure that with everything that has happened, probably, I can say with a 70% chance that the bad guys will officially win this war. And if that were to happen, JJK officially enters Berserk level of storytelling. Now, one thing I do not want is if a major ass pull comes, like maybe Yuji gets overpowered, or maybe Yuji taps into something and defeats Sukuna, because that wouldn't make sense. So like I said, I'm patiently waiting for Gege to undo the rest of the chapters. I really can't wait. I really currently don't know what Gege is planning. I'm still going for my time skip prediction, so we just have to wait and see if that's a possibility. So yeah, that is what I believe is going to happen. I know maybe I'm just reaching, but I honestly think that that is what Gege is planning. I'm going to make a more in-depth video on this, my speculation. So probably that's going to be on a Saturday or on a Sunday. So you should be expecting that video anytime soon. But all I'm just trying to say is that JJK is going to be amazing. And I really respect Gege for that. I really respect Gege for that. So yeah, I hope you do like, I hope you do subscribe, I hope you do share. Let's try to get this video to 50 likes because that will be doing the most for me. So thank you very much and have a nice day, and I'll definitely be seeing you guys.